My name is Justin Vanderbaan, and I'm a senior here at Lafayette College. I'd like to welcome you to my capstone project, where we'll be taking a look at autism in the workplace. And specifically, I'd like to take a look at the problems and potential solutions of the recruitment of autistic people in the workplace. Now also, I would like to look at the neurodiversity shift that is needed in workplace culture to have a bigger representation of autistic people in it. Now, why look into this topic? Is this topic a problem? Simply yes, it is a problem. 85% of autistic adults with a college degree are unemployed. Now, is this autism or just disability or neurodivergence in general? In the United Kingdom, statistics show that 81% of non-disabled people or neurotypical people are employed. Now, overall, 52% of what they categorize as disabled people are employed, leaving 48% unemployed. Now, of all of these categories, autism has the lowest employment rates of all these groups at 22%. Now, this is a problem for IO psychology and IO psychologists to address. Now, IO psychology addresses issues of recruitment, selection and placement, training and development, and performance measurements in the workplace. Now, it is their role to help find autistic accommodations to make them more competitive in the job place search. Now, the problem with recruitment from the eyes of autistic people. Now, to the left is Ludmila Preslova, who herself is autistic and is herself an IO psychologist. She talks about how to nail a job interview heavily favors neurotypical people, given that a traditional job interview was made for neurotypical people by neurotypical people. Now, she also talks about the unconscious strategy called neurotypical passing, masking, or camouflaging. These are all virtually the same thing. Masking is when autistic people try to hide the fact that they are autistic to their neurotypical counterparts. And she also addresses how this is a systemic problem. And look no further than the statistic that 50% of hiring managers surveyed admitted that they would not hire neurodivergent candidates. Now, to the left is Henry Gordon, who is a stage manager in Calgary. He talks about some of the physical issues of a typical job interview environment, and he talks about how fluorescent lights and distracting noises may be overstimulating and cause stress for autistic people. And he also talks about stimming. Now, stimming is repetitive or unusual body movements or noises such as finger flickering or hand flapping that can be distracting for their neurotypical counterparts. And he also talks about the slip of the mask, which we already talked about, and the appearance of being normal to their non-autistic counterparts. Now, traditional interview disadvantages for autistic individuals. Now, I decided to just Google, how do I do well in a job interview? Now, a website came up and it gave pretty good tips. Be prepared, research the role in the company, listen carefully, pay attention to your body language and make eye contact, concentrate on your most relevant skills. Now, specifically in this case, pay attention to your body language, and making strong and consistent eye contact may be difficult for some autistic people, given that many autistic individuals may have deficits in nonverbal communication skills, such as facial expressions, body language, and maintaining strong eye contact without that becoming a stressor to them. And they also may be perceived as having low confidence.